Hello everyone and welcome to the Keith Shizuo weekly pickups of 2019 number 23. Getting very close to the good halfway mark there, and I still have not produced a regular Keith Shizuo episode. But I am working on that. Exciting stuff. I've started a number of scripts. I'm working through them, taking a break to record this video. And I got a big old stack of games for you to show off. I might have just shown you what two of them are there. And also some other special stuff which I've got down here. Anyway, today's episode should be fairly interesting, so let's get to it. Now, we didn't have any CEX pickups today, or this week, rather, I don't think. Yep, nope. So it's just stuff from the old cash converters. And also, you might notice that I'm in slightly better quality than I usually am this week, and that's because I bought myself a new phone, Samsung Galaxy A30, because I broke, my regular phone. My J5 Pro, and I've decided just to get that repaired with an aftermarket screen. My friend's going to help me with that and sell that on. So yeah, new phone. Actually, I might just ask a bit of advice while I'm on here. Now you see, I had the same problem with the J5 Pro, but every time I try filming with this on video, I cannot find a way, either through first-party apps, third-party apps, anyway, to lock the autofocus. So that makes filming with these cameras, despite the fact that these actually produce a less noisy image than, at least the back camera does. I'm currently looking at the forward camera, that's why I'm always slightly looking off to the, the left? Would it be for you? Sure, but yeah, that's fine. So it's gonna... Despite the fact it has a less noisy image, not better for all things, but better for a lot of things, I can't lock the focus, which means it's constantly going... And that makes it almost completely useless. Just about the only thing I can film with these things are the Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro, and even then, that is a struggle. Anyway, movies. So if anybody does know of a way on the Samsung Galaxy A30 that I can get some sort of app that will allow me to lock the autofocus during video, I will be much obliged. Anyway, onwards to the games. Before we get to the... I'll get to the game story. There's actually something I missed out from last week that I really wanted to tell you guys, but because I had to barrel forward because I was running out of battery, I didn't get to tell you. So, one of those memory cards I bought, the black one, you see, I am a collector of save files, if that makes any sense to you. Not necessarily like stats or something, although that is nice. I've got it. But whenever I go through these memory cards, I always look for the interesting save files, particularly for the icons. I want to collect the icons for the save files, because everyone knows if you go into a PS2 memory card browser, they've got interesting things, and a lot of them, like, to represent the save files, and a lot of them have really cool animations. Some of them have separate animations for, like, idle and delete and copy, which is really cool. Crazy Taxi is a great one of them. If you have a PS2 copy of Crazy Taxi, just go to delete the save file, and you'll see a cute little animation. But, so yeah, I'm a bit of a collector of those. There's some pretty cool ones out there. And some pretty crap ones. But, I was looking at the what's it called? And one of those memory cards, looking through the save file, seeing if there was anything interesting. And something very interesting popped up on that, memory card. The Guy Game. And if you don't know what the Guy Game is, it is a game which I believe is technically illegal to own, because Larry Bundy Jr. Made a decent video of it. Even maybe it was Daniel Ibidson, one or two. Oh no, yeah, it was Larry Bundy, and I do have my problems with Larry Bundy, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Just look up the Guy Game, and it was never released on PAL Shores, so I assume the guy was playing a pirated copy or something. But it's an interesting one, and I'm probably never gonna play it, so I'm glad to have its memory card icon. But anyway, moving on finally to the games. We're 4 minutes in, and we're finally gonna get around to the basic core of this video. So, first game I have for $4.50 is a racing game, and it is Ford Street Racing XR Edition. Now, this is a game I actually got pretty excited for because I couldn't find it on eBay. And in fact, I'll just do a quick search as I'm doing now. So, Ford Racing XR Edition PS2. Yeah, and if you did this, you would get a bunch of PS4 copies of The Crew for some reason. So if we then go minus PS4, don't you hate when that happens? Then go minus PS4. And, yeah, you won't really find many matches. Because this is an Australian-only edition of this game. And there are a couple differences. So if you're in there was a different one, I think, for America, Canada, and Australia. Don't quote me on that. But apart from our good old ACB rating that we're getting to know and love here on the Keith Shizuo channel, the XR edition took 3 of the cars from the American version of the game. I believe the other 2 versions of the game are gameplay identical. They just have different titles. But they took 3 of the cars from the American version of the game and replaced it with Australian-produced Ford Falcon. Because in Australia, Ford is considered an Australian company. They have a very big Australian presence. And even though it is American, like things like the Ford Focus are very entrenched in Australian car culture. Indeed, for a huge number of years, the most famous race in Australia, the Bathurst 1000 and the V8 Supercar series, was completely fought between Holdens and Fords exclusively. But that's not here nor there. So it appears to be a difficult version to find online. I certainly can't find it anywhere. I have had a little bit of it. It's not a good game. It falls into a trap that a couple of slightly lower budget games do of trying to emulate a steering wheel when you're playing with a joystick, and that just adds delay to the steering. And I'm sure I'll cover it in some video or another sometime in the future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that was the first pickup. So we're at 450. And next we have 2 games I'm going to just quickly get out of the way together. Spyro the Eternal Night and A New Beginning on PS2. Now, the reason why I buy Spyro games on PS2 is the same reason I buy Crash games on PS2. They trade in for a lot of credit at CEX. More credit than they sell for online, specifically with the Spyro games. So yeah, I got these for $4.50 each. And they will sell for, I think, like about $13. I'll find out for you right now. So yeah, I have the only PS2 Spyro game I've ever played is Return of the Dragon. No, Enter the Dragonfly. Enter the Dragonfly? Yeah, the first one that wasn't very good. If I just go Spyro, and I played that because it's just the game my family had, and I tried playing a bit of it, but yeah, I didn't complete it. I didn't think it was all that bad as a lot of people say that game is. But I've seen some of the glitches, and I'm like, yeah. But then again, I hadn't played Spyro's 1, 2, or 3, which I own. I own all 3 of those. I haven't really played much of them yet. I played a little bit of Spyro 1, that's about it. So I didn't really have the measure of quality, and I was rather young when I tried that. So yeah. So A New Beginning trades in for $9, so I'm going to double my money on that in terms of trade credit. And Dawn of the Dragon trades in for... No, this is Eternal Night. Trades in for $6, so less on that. Dawn of the Dragon trades in for $11, so that's a good one to look out for. But yeah, these ones are destined for trade credit, except this one, which might get sold. But I don't think I'm going to make substantially more by selling it than I am by trading it in. But we will see, and I will make deductions down below accordingly. And I did sell a couple games this week, so yeah, those deductions will be made down there. So anyway, those are the Spyro games. And next we have something that's a little bit exciting. We have Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast on PS2. It's not the Xbox version. I already own the Xbox version, which is one of the holy grails of Xbox collecting. But the PS2 version is not a particularly rare version. This is quite common to find. I found it a number of times. And it's a very good find. If you are a PS2 player, this is a brilliant game to get. The only reason why I'm not keeping this game and selling the Xbox version, because Xbox version is worth a lot more than this. It's worth over 100, well, about 100 actually at this point, whereas this is worth like 20 to 30, and I am going to sell this on eBay. Is because the only way to get all the content with this game is to hook it into the PSP version of the game. And I wouldn't mind owning the PSP version of the game if I could get my hands on a PSP, but I've never seen the PSP version in the wild. And that's just a lot of extra hoops to jump through, really. Also, the Xbox controller feels really good playing with this game because of how you're able to balance the braking and the acceleration. Oh, it's masterful, masterful. If you ever get the chance to play the Xbox version of this one, do. Or indeed, the Outrun 2, the arcade port. But yeah, so that's a game to sell. So, yeah. So far we've had 3 games that I'm selling for credit, and a random bad racing game, which I'm going to review once and get rid of. So yeah, not looking like the best of weeks so far, but it gets a little bit better. And the first thing we have that looks a little bit better is a game that I thought was worth a little bit more than it is, but I'm still glad to have it at $4.50. We have this little thing here. It's a Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. So it's a modern Cartoon Network fighting game. And it has characters, like looking on here, it's got the old Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10. I do like a bit of Ben 10. I was playing a Ben 10 game not long ago, and they're actually pretty decent. I'm going to do a video on Ben 10 games eventually, if I want to. I'm not sure who that is. Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. Who doesn't love a little bit of Dexter? And yeah, so... Actually, is this a fighting game, or is this a... Turn has the best punches on mysterious... No time to know them, and there's all-star brawl over them. Oh yeah, it is. The perspective is one of the pictures. Confused me for a second. Yeah, this is a fighting game of Cartoon Network characters, and apparently it was worth a little bit, so I bought it for $4.50. And there we go. So in terms of games, how much have we spent this way? We spent $4.50. So that's 18 plus what's 25% off $5? It's $1.25. So it's let's call that $4. So 18 plus 4 is 22. And then we've got to add another $18 onto that because of what else I bought. So 22 plus 18 is 40. And what I bought is a big old bag of Pokemon books. Yeah, so I'll just get them all out so I can show them to you sequentially. And half of these are to keep, half of them are to sell, because I already own copies of them. So yeah, I got a bunch of Pokemon books. These were $3 a piece at Cash Converters. So I lucked out on that. They have got one more there, which was a Prima Fire Red Leaf Green guide. However, I didn't buy that because it was in appalling condition. It was missing its spine, its back cover, bits of pages. It just wasn't worth me grabbing. But let's go through this. So first of all, we have the Strategy Guide Volume 1 for what's it called? Diamond and Pearl. I already have this book, so I'll probably just be comparing for condition and then selling the worse one. So yeah, that's the first one. Secondly, staying with Gen 4, we have Battle Revolution. I've never owned Battle Revolution. It's a difficult game to come by, but I would like to, and I don't think that this has its double-sided poster either. Yeah, no, that's been removed. So yeah, I'm still looking for this one, the Pokédex guide, because I had that one as a kid. And yeah, so I'd really like to get that one again. But, yeah, that should be cool if I ever get Battle Revolution. Another one I want to keep is this Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Pokédex. I don't have these games yet. I would rather like to get them. And I'm not sure if this one has its poster or not. I'm not sure where it would be in the guide. That's the thing. It doesn't appear to be any missing. So that's beginning again. So I guess I'm just going to have to go through the whole thing and try and find it. But yeah. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Complete Pokédex Guide. It's a thick boy by the time we got to that. So that's pretty cool. One I'm going to probably sell, we have the only one that I know has its posters and stickers intact. It's the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee guidebook. Although I might keep the poster because it's a very nice Kanto poster. And I do like my Kanto. I'm playing through Pokemon Yellow at the moment. Oh, and it also came with a bookmark, which you can put the stickers of each gym badge as you get them on, which is quite cool. But yeah, so I am probably going to sell this because I do not have a Switch. I don't intend to get one very soon. I probably won't play Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because I like Pokemon for the battling, and they've got rid of the battling as a core concept. And I mean, I'll probably enjoy it if I did play it, but I don't know. I don't know. So we'll just put that down there. Another one we have is Emerald version, the Prima Guide. This one is the oldest one out of a lot. Very happy to have this. Definitely keeping this. So far I'm keeping 1, 2, and selling 2. So definitely keeping this one. It's complete. Doesn't have its poster, unfortunately. Yep, that's been removed. But yeah, I really like these old strategy guides. So, and if I ever get through it, it's cool to thumb through one of these instead of just going online and saying, how do you get past this? Because it feels like it's a reference guide. And one thing where those things are actually better than going online is the Pokedex books for the earlier gens, because it's often quicker to find the information you need in terms of moves and evolutions and stuff like that than it is to try and get through a lot of Pokemon databases, especially if you're flipping through multiple Pokemon. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a quick reference Pokedex guide for Gen 1. I'm not even certain if one was made. I think I'd need like the Prima guide for that if I wanted it, so that's unfortunate. And then the last one we have is the one I showed you at the beginning, the 10th Anniversary Complete Collector's Edition Pokedex. I already have one of these, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. And mine is in not the best condition. It's a little bit beat up. So I would have loved to replace it with this copy. The problem is, someone's gone and ripped the last 2 pages off. Because they had advertisements for other strategy guides, so I assume they want to use them as posters. But they've gone and ripped pages out. And what am I supposed to do with that? So that's probably going to be sold as well. So 3 to sell, 3 to buy. What did I say it was? 22 plus 18. $40 this week spent, plus I think at least $20, or around about $20 I made back. So tell me, what did you think of my haul this week? It's not the most impressive one that I've had. No really nice keeper game, although around 2006 is pretty interesting. So yeah. Also, let me know, what did you guys find this week? Please, someone, for God's sake, tell me what they found this week. No one has ever done it. And other content to expect from me in the future. Of course, I'm going to keep doing this. And I'm also thinking of doing some live streams coming up relating to the upcoming Keith Shizuo episodes, which will hopefully come rather soon. So I hope to see you guys all then. And yeah, see you guys then.